Hi everyone. Today the students of grade 5 is going to bring you a powerful true story from the Bible that inspires us to live with courage and unwavering faith in our Creator in the midst of severe trial and persecution.
It is a true story that teaches us the importance of standing together and standing firm in our beliefs, even in the face of adversity. Now we take you back to the time of the kingdom of Babylon to witness the fiery furnace on Babel TV. Please welcome our TV host, Amina.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our evening show on Babel TV, the greatest show on earth. My name is Amina. I'm your host tonight. You have all heard about the great event that took place in our kingdom, Babylon, the greatest miracle ever. 3 men who came alive from a fiery furnace to tell us their story. Tonight I have with me our guests. First, our great king, Nebuchadnezzar. Please welcome the king. And then we have our 3 amazing, death-defying Jewish young men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. We also have Samira and Zara, the widows of the 2 soldiers who tragically passed away in this event. Hey, how is everyone tonight? We are all aware of the sensational event that happened in our kingdom yesterday, and the whole world has heard about it. Tonight we are going to hear from our key witnesses to this great event. So without wasting any more time, I'm going to ask our guests to tell us their story as it unfolds. Long live, O King Nebuchadnezzar. May I ask you the first question?
My pleasure. Oh my. What a miraculous turn of events. Can't believe I'm sitting with these 3 guys. I am so glad they're alive and well.
O King, could you please tell us how this whole amazing event got started?
It started about 3 weeks ago. I built a large statue of gold. It was 90 feet high and 9 feet wide. Well, you saw it, didn't you?
Oh yeah, it was magnificent. I've never seen a statue that tall in my whole life. It was about 5 times taller than the tallest tree in Babylon. Oh, sorry. Please go on.
Well, as I said, I built this statue of gold and I wanted the people to worship it as God. I made it a law that whenever the people heard the sound of horns, flutes, and harps together, they must bow down and worship the image or else be thrown into the fiery furnace.
Hey Shadrach, what happened next?
After the king made the statue well, sure enough, we heard the sound of the horns, flutes, and harps, but my friends and I refused to bow down to the image.
No way! You were asking for trouble, weren't you? But why didn't you just obey the king's decree?
We are the Jews, the children of the Most High God, and as per our God's commandments, we are not supposed to have any other God apart from our God, Yahweh, and we are not supposed to bow down and worship an idol.
Oh, I did not know this at the time, but I was so mad at these men that they dared disobey my orders. I gave them a chance to rethink and obey my orders, but they refused.
We discussed this and we're confident that our God will rescue us.
We told the king that even if our God would not rescue us, we will not bow down to the statue. We would rather die than dishonor our God.
Believe me, I was furious by this time at their defiance. I asked the soldiers to tie them up and throw them into the furnace. I ordered the furnace to be heated up 7 times hotter.
7 times hotter? You said 7? Wow, if it were that hot, you couldn't even open the furnace door without being burnt to a crisp.
I know. I saw my husband being burnt to death right in front of us as we were seen in this arena. He was just taking these 3 to be thrown inside the furnace. But what I did not understand at that time was how did our husbands got burned while these 3 men were unharmed?
Ladies, I'm so sorry to hear that. I feel your pain. So, what happened to the 3 of you?
Very tragic but true. The poor soldiers who dragged us to be thrown into the furnace were burnt up and died at our feet.
First, we were bound up and then thrown into the fire. As soon as we landed in the furnace, the ropes that tied us fell off our hands and feet, and we were free.
But even though the fire was so hot, we did not feel any heat. In fact, it was very pleasant inside. We knew our God was protecting us.
You're kidding!
Now I saw something amazing. Not only did I see these guys walking around inside the fire, but I saw something that made me jump out of my seat. I saw a 4th man along with these guys. He was walking around these 3 and glowing like an angel of God. Can you believe this? I asked my advisors sitting near me. They too could see the 4th man. That was unbelievable.
This is incredible. 4. You said 4 men instead of 3. And the 4th looked like an angel. How could that be when there are only 3 men thrown into the fire? That sounds like a fiction.
This was true. We were not alone. As Shadrach and Abednego said, we knew our God would truly be with us because of our obedience.
What do you mean because of your obedience? You disobeyed the decree of the king.
Everything considered, we need to obey our God. Only God is worthy of our praise and worship. It would be wrong to worship anyone or anything else. It was important for us to obey God in this matter and worship Him only, even though we all could have died.
But you didn't die, did you?
Well, no. How else could we be here right now? The next thing we heard was the king calling us, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, servants of the Most High God. Come out and come here. So we walked out of the furnace.
Not a hair on our heads was burnt. Our turban was intact, our clothes were not burnt, and we didn't even smell like smoke after we came out.
This is too bizarre to be true. 2 soldiers dead outside the furnace, 3 men walking in the fire, and then a 4th guy like an angel of God joins them? Were you guys having a party in the fire?
Yeah, a party of a different kind. We were worshiping our God who protected and saved us.
It was truly amazing. Never seen or heard anything like this before. So I made a new law that anyone who speaks against the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego would be killed, because there's no other God who can save his people like that.
Indeed, I fully agree. No God can save like that.
Long live, O King! I, along with Shadrach and Meshach, thank you for honoring the true God that we worship. Thank you, O King Nebuchadnezzar, for trusting us and promoting us in your cabinet.
Wait a minute, but weren't you guys brought in as slaves from Jerusalem? Now you're the top officials in the king's cabinet? Wow.
Our God will honor those who honor Him.
When I saw this amazing event unfold in front of me, I realized that the God of these 3 men is a true God. Now I and my children worship the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. My entire village now worship the true God. We're also blessed that our eyes have been opened.
What an amazing turn of events. This is epic. We Babylonians are truly blessed. Well, we're running out of time, and this concludes this episode. I truly want to thank our guests for bringing us this amazing story. So remember, there's only one true God. I myself have become a follower of this true God, the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. I'm sure this story will go around the world for generations to come. And that concludes our show tonight on Babel TV. Let's give a round of applause to all our guests and the one true God. Be sure to join us again next week. Good night for now.